So I just went to a new friend. He's an old Virginia family, and we've been talking. He's too old for me, but he's a nice guy. But it does make me very unhappy when I'm sitting in a home full of antiques up to 400 years old. He collects antiques. He enjoys that. And I said, this is like a museum. People could learn from this. He had been a substitute teacher in Chesterfield, and he said the classroom was all black. He goes, I didn't show up for class. He was very negative about black people. I told him, I said, I haven't seen any hypersexuality, unless they're on drugs or something. But we're going to have to fix the school system. I told him, I said, well, these guys might be better at handiwork. You know, you've got to do like Joseph Campbell. He's an intellectual. Not everyone is. We need a lot of people in this world that are not intellectual. And he said how the government was interfering in schools. I guess to him, his purpose, he's a musician, he's intellectual, he collects antiques. But we have a lot of families that are not that way. They could be well drillers or furniture makers. And I sat and talked to him for about an hour and a half, and he actually listened to what I had to say about these are people, you know, and their grandparents were in segregation. They didn't have good education, and they lived secluded. A lot of black people live secluded in segregation and go to these schools, and they never get exposed to going snow skiing, or they never get exposed. It's hard to get to the library. There has to be a certain amount of chaos in one's life that you can sort it out and be successful. But the chaos of having absolutely no money, no education, no transportation, it's not working well for the taxpayer. So you gotta, like I've always said, if you're in high school, could you show up by 10 and we'll take it from there. And if you're not good at Chaucer, well, we'll put you in something else that you're good at. It's important they go to school. It's important that they learn something in high school and elementary that they can do. The IQs are all over the place, you know. He said he had one intellectual black kid, but we need to have at least 99% not going to jail and not being on welfare. So how can we do that? Like I said, find out what they like doing, that they feel good about. Swimming, things like that. AKC dog, they all like dogs. They'll go to after-school dog clubs. Sitting them and straining them to a desk does not work. It isn't working. And Sir Ken Robinson, get them up and dance. You know, the guys that have a lot of energy build ropes courses that they can go outside and get some of the energy. You have to meet the need of the children. And you're not meeting very many's needs. You want them all intellectuals. Reading is important, but what if they don't like to read? Do karaoke, do songs they like, introduce them to new music. Education, it has to be state by state, by the way. Federal can have certain guidelines. But people that have their master's degree in teaching should at least get $70,000 in a state car. Teachers, good teachers, we want them, we need them, and we have to reward them. Thank you.